Have you ever felt like you're drowning in the chaos of daily life? Picture this. Despite everything that's thrown at you, work pressures, personal conflicts, unexpected challenges, you stand firm, unshaken, and serene. This might sound like a distant dream, but it's the essence of Stoicism. For centuries, Stoicism has provided a path to inner peace and resilience, teaching us how to master our emotions and reactions. Today, we will delve into the heart of Stoicism, exploring 10 timeless principles from Epictetus that can transform how you navigate life's inevitable ups and downs. These principles are not just abstract theories, but practical tools you can apply every day to build resilience and inner strength. Consider this. What if you could face every obstacle with calm and confidence? Imagine the power of maintaining your inner peace, no matter what life throws your way. As we embark on this journey, you'll learn how to cultivate a state of tranquility and true happiness through the wisdom of Stoicism. Stay with me as we uncover these powerful teachings. By the end of this video, you'll have the knowledge and tools to achieve unshakable tranquility. If you find value in what we're sharing, a simple favor I'll ask is to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more insights on mastering your inner world. Principle 1. Purpose. Imagine setting sail on a vast ocean without a clear destination. You'd drift aimlessly, subject to every shift in the wind and wave. Life without a firm purpose feels just like that, directionless and vulnerable to external forces. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, emphasized the importance of having clear, firm purposes. He famously said, "Difficulties show a person's character." This isn't just a philosophical musing, it's a call to action. When you have a firm purpose, it's like having a compass that guides you through life's tumultuous seas. But how do you find this firm purpose? It doesn't appear out of nowhere. It's crafted through moments of deep reflection on what truly matters to you. It's not just about career goals or personal achievements, but also about the principles and values you want to dedicate your life to. Take a moment to ask yourself, what do you stand for? What kind of person do you aspire to be? These are profound questions that require time and honesty to answer. Once you identify your purpose, it acts as an anchor, grounding you amidst the chaos. Life will inevitably throw challenges your way, but with a firm purpose, these challenges become more manageable. They transform from insurmountable mountains into stepping stones that you can climb. Think of it this way. When your goals and values are crystal clear, the world around you seems to shrink. Colossal challenges become small steps in the journey towards your ultimate purpose. This inner strength, cultivated through Stoic wisdom, cannot be easily defeated. So, reflect deeply on your purpose, write it down, internalize it, and let it guide you. This firm purpose will be your anchor, your beacon, and your unwavering guide through the storms of life. Stay tuned for our next principle, where we'll explore how to master emotional control and why it's essential for maintaining inner peace. You won't want to miss this, as it's a crucial step in building resilience. Principle 2. Emotional control. Imagine a ship caught in a fierce storm. The waves crash against it, the wind howls, and it seems as though the ship might capsize at any moment. Yet the captain remains calm, steering the vessel with steady hands. This ability to maintain composure in the face of adversity is the essence of emotional control. Epictetus teaches us that our emotions are the result of our thoughts and personal perspectives. This means we have the power to choose how we respond to any situation. To master emotional control, Start by recognizing that your initial reaction is just that, an initial reaction. It's not the final word. Take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? What thoughts are fueling these emotions? By understanding the root of your feelings, you can begin to manage them more effectively. This self-awareness is the first step toward mastering your emotions. One practical technique to enhance emotional control is mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you stay present and aware, allowing you to observe your thoughts and feelings without immediate reaction. For instance, when you feel anger rising, instead of lashing out, take a deep breath and focus on the present moment. This simple practice can create a gap between the stimulus and your response, giving you the power to choose how to act. Another effective strategy is to set small, achievable goals each day. Each time you accomplish a goal, no matter how minor, you build self-confidence and reinforce your ability to control your mind. This habit strengthens your mental resilience and prepares you to handle larger challenges with calm and composure. Think of emotional control as a muscle that requires daily exercise. The more you practice, the stronger it becomes. Imagine how different your life would be if you could face every stressful situation with calm and clarity. Reflect on how you can apply these techniques in your own life. Have you ever found yourself reacting impulsively and regretting it later? How might pausing and practicing mindfulness change your response next time? As we move forward, remember that mastering emotional control is a journey, not a destination. It's a skill that develops over time with consistent practice. Stay with us as we delve into the next principle, handling criticism. We'll explore how to transform negative feedback into opportunities for growth and maintain your inner peace amidst external judgments. You won't want to miss this essential lesson in resilience. Principle 3. Handling criticism. Have you ever been criticized and felt a rush of defensiveness or hurt? It's a common experience, but how we handle criticism can define our personal growth and inner peace. Picture a blacksmith forging a piece of iron. Each strike of the hammer, though harsh, shapes the metal into something strong and useful. Similarly, criticism, when handled correctly, can shape us into better versions of ourselves. Epictetus reminds us that what truly matters is not the criticism itself, but how we perceive and react to it. When faced with negative feedback, it's crucial to pause and reflect rather than react impulsively. Ask yourself, is there any truth in this criticism? What can I learn from it? By approaching criticism with a mindset of growth, you can turn it into a valuable learning opportunity. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, who faced countless failures and criticisms before successfully inventing the light bulb. Instead of being discouraged, he viewed each failed attempt as a step closer to success. This perspective allowed him to persevere and ultimately succeed. The key takeaway here is to depersonalize criticism and use it as a tool for improvement. When you receive criticism, practice active listening. Instead of formulating a defense, genuinely try to understand the other person's perspective. This doesn't mean you have to agree with everything said, but being open to feedback shows maturity and a willingness to grow. Engage with the critic constructively, ask clarifying questions, and express your point of view calmly. This can turn a potentially negative interaction into a productive dialogue. Handling criticism also involves developing a thick skin. Remember, not all criticism is about you. Sometimes it reflects the critic's own insecurities or misunderstandings. By recognizing this, you can depersonalize the feedback and not let it affect your self-worth. Think of it as a mental exercise. Each time you successfully manage criticism, you build resilience. Reflect on a time when you faced criticism. How did you respond? What could you have done differently? By considering these questions, you can prepare yourself better for future instances. The ability to handle criticism with grace not only enhances your personal growth, but also sets a positive example for others. As we move on, stay tuned for our next principle, transforming offense into growth. We will explore how to reframe offensive situations and use them as opportunities to strengthen our patience and self-awareness. This upcoming lesson will be crucial in maintaining your inner peace amidst external provocations. Principle 4. Transforming offense. Have you ever been offended by someone's words or actions and found yourself stewing over it, replaying the event in your mind? It's a natural reaction, but imagine if you could transform that offense into an opportunity for growth. This principle of Stoicism is about harnessing the power of reframing. Consider the story of Nelson Mandela, who, after spending 27 years in prison, emerged not with bitterness, but with a vision of reconciliation and peace for South Africa. Mandela chose to see his imprisonment not as a period of suffering, but as a time for reflection and growth. This powerful reframe allowed him to lead a nation towards unity rather than revenge. When someone offends us, it's not their words or actions that hurt us, but our perception of them. This means we have the power to choose our response. Instead of letting offense overwhelm us, we can see it as an opportunity to strengthen our patience and self-awareness. Every time you resist the urge to react impulsively, you build a mental muscle, training your mind to remain calm and composed. Start with small habits to regain control over your thoughts. For instance, when you feel offended, pause and take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values? This practice of cognitive reframing helps you see the offense from a different perspective, often revealing insights about yourself and the other person. Think of the baker who dedicates every day to perfecting their craft. This baker isn't swayed by excessive criticism or praise. They focus solely on improving their skills, paying no mind to external opinions. This single-minded dedication allows them to achieve true freedom and inner peace. Similarly, by guarding your mind against external influences, you can focus on your own growth and maintain your inner peace. Guarding your mind also involves setting boundaries. Be mindful of what you allow into your mental space. Just as you wouldn't let garbage into your home, don't let negative thoughts, toxic people, or harmful media clutter your mind. Surround yourself with positive influences that uplift and inspire you. Read books that expand your knowledge, engage in conversations that challenge your thinking, and spend time with people who support and encourage you. Stoic philosophy isn't just a classical discipline, it's a powerful tool for modern life. By learning to control our minds and handle our emotions maturely, we can achieve genuine peace and freedom amidst a volatile and uncertain world. This isn't about suppressing emotions, but understanding them deeply and responding in a way that aligns with our values and purpose. As we move forward, reflect on how you can transform offense into growth. How can you reframe negative experiences to benefit your personal development? Next, we will delve into the art of overcoming fear and shame, two emotions that often hold us back from living fully. Stay tuned to learn practical techniques to confront and conquer these powerful feelings. Principle 5. Overcoming fear and shame. Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff, your heart racing as you look down at the vast drop below. Fear grips you, and you feel rooted to the spot. Now, imagine instead of succumbing to that fear, you face it head-on and take a step forward. This is not just a leap of faith, but a calculated move to conquer an emotion that holds so many of us back. Epictetus teaches us that fear and shame are not inherent in the events themselves, but are products of our interpretations. Fear often arises from the unknown or the anticipation of negative outcomes. It's a natural response meant to protect us, but it can become debilitating if left unchecked. Take the example of public speaking. Many people rank it as their greatest fear, even above death. This fear might stem from the worry of being judged or making mistakes. However, by breaking it down and understanding its roots, we can see that the audience is generally supportive and not there to harshly judge. Each speaking opportunity becomes a chance to grow and improve, rather than a potential disaster. Shame, on the other hand, is a deep-seated emotion that can make us feel unworthy or flawed. It often stems from societal pressures or past mistakes. Consider the story of an artist who was once ridiculed for their unconventional style. Instead of letting shame dictate their path, they continued to create and eventually gained recognition and respect. This transformation is about accepting our imperfections and learning from our experiences, rather than being defined by them. To overcome fear and shame, start by facing them directly. Break down what exactly you're afraid or ashamed of. Often you'll find that the fear loses its power when you analyze it rationally. For instance, if you're afraid of failing, ask yourself what failure truly means to you. Is it the end, or is it a stepping stone to something greater? This shift in perspective can transform how you approach challenges. Practicing self-compassion is another powerful tool. We are often our harshest critics. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend. Acknowledge your fears and mistakes, but don't let them define you. Instead, use them as lessons to propel you forward. Another technique is to gradually expose yourself to the situations that trigger these emotions. Start with small steps and build your way up. If public speaking terrifies you, begin by speaking in front of a small, supportive group. Each successful attempt, no matter how minor, builds confidence and reduces the power of fear and shame over time. Reflect on a moment when you let fear or shame hold you back. How did it impact your actions? What might have been different if you had confronted those emotions head-on? By considering these questions, you can prepare yourself to face similar situations more effectively in the future. As we move to our next principle, think about how overcoming fear and shame can free you to live more fully. Stay with us as we explore how anticipating obstacles can prepare you to face challenges calmly and thoughtfully. This proactive approach will arm you with the mental resilience to handle whatever life throws your way. Principle 6. Anticipating obstacles. Think about the ancient Roman generals who would meticulously plan their military campaigns, considering every possible obstacle and preparing for various scenarios. This strategic foresight often meant the difference between victory and defeat. In our daily lives, we can apply a similar approach by anticipating obstacles. Epictetus suggested that by envisioning potential difficulties, we prepare ourselves to face them calmly and thoughtfully. Consider the technique known as premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This practice involves visualizing possible challenges and considering how you would respond to them. For example, Before an important presentation, imagine the projector failing, a tough question from the audience, or your own nervousness. By preparing for these scenarios, you can develop strategies to handle them effectively, reducing their impact on your performance. This proactive mindset is not about being pessimistic, but about being realistic and ready. When you anticipate obstacles, you're not caught off guard when they appear. Instead, you've already considered possible solutions and ways to manage your reactions. This mental rehearsal builds confidence and resilience, allowing you to navigate challenges with greater ease. Flexibility is another crucial aspect of anticipating obstacles. Life rarely goes exactly as planned, and rigid expectations can lead to disappointment and stress. By anticipating that things may not go as expected, you can remain flexible and adjust your plans as needed. This adaptability is key to handling life's uncertainties with grace and effectiveness. Maintaining a balanced perspective is also essential. While it's useful to consider potential difficulties, it's equally important to recognize your strengths and resources. Acknowledge the skills, knowledge, and support systems you have that can help you overcome challenges. This balanced approach ensures that you're prepared without becoming overly anxious or negative. To build this skill, engage in regular reflection. Take time to review past experiences and identify patterns. What challenges did you face, and how did you overcome them? What strategies worked, and what could you improve? By learning from your experiences, you can better prepare for future obstacles and refine your approach to problem solving. Mindfulness practices can further enhance your ability to anticipate and manage obstacles. Mindfulness helps you stay present and aware, allowing you to recognize potential challenges early and respond thoughtfully. It enhances your emotional regulation, ensuring that you remain calm and centered even in stressful situations. Reflect on a time when you were caught off guard by an unexpected challenge. How might anticipating that obstacle have changed your response? Consider how you can integrate premeditatio malorum into your daily routine. As we move forward, remember that anticipating obstacles is not just about preparing for the worst, but about empowering yourself to handle anything that comes your way. Stay with us as we explore the next principle: cultivating inner strength. We will delve into how self-awareness and deliberate practice can help you build resilience and maintain your inner peace amidst life's external turbulence. This is a foundational skill for living a balanced and fulfilling life. Principle 7. Inner strength. Imagine a tree in the midst of a storm. Its branches sway violently in the wind, but its roots hold firm, keeping it upright. This image perfectly encapsulates the concept of inner strength. Just like the tree, we need strong roots, our inner strength, to remain steadfast amidst life's challenges. Epictetus believed that true power lies not in controlling external events, but in mastering our inner responses. Inner strength starts with self-awareness. Understanding your emotions, triggers, and responses allows you to manage them effectively. Take the example of Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor who, despite enduring unimaginable horrors, found meaning and purpose in his suffering. His ability to maintain his inner strength in the face of adversity is a testament to the power of self-awareness and deliberate practice. Building inner strength involves distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. This distinction is crucial for maintaining inner peace. We cannot control other people's actions or opinions, but we can control our attitudes and responses. By focusing on what we can control, we conserve our energy and reduce unnecessary stress. This mindset shift is empowering and helps us stay grounded in the face of external turbulence. Forgiveness is another powerful aspect of inner strength. Holding on to grudges and resentment drains our energy and clouds our judgment. Just as Stoicism teaches us to control our reactions, it also encourages us to practice forgiveness. This doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior, but rather releasing its hold on us. By forgiving, we free ourselves from the burden of negative emotions and create space for healing and growth. Developing resilience is also key to building inner strength. Life is full of ups and downs, and setbacks are inevitable. The key is to view these setbacks as opportunities to strengthen your character. Every challenge you face is a chance to practice resilience and perseverance. Over time, this practice fortifies your inner strength, making you more adaptable and less susceptible to life's fluctuations. Surround yourself with supportive and like-minded individuals who uplift and inspire you. Engage in conversations that challenge and expand your thinking. If you have a spiritual practice, draw on it for strength and guidance. These external sources of support can reinforce your inner strength and provide a sense of belonging and purpose. Practicing gratitude is another effective way to cultivate inner strength. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, fostering a positive mindset. Even in difficult times, there is always something to be grateful for. By regularly acknowledging and appreciating these positives, you strengthen your emotional resilience and maintain a balanced perspective. Inner strength is also about embracing vulnerability. Acknowledging your fears and insecurities doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. By confronting these vulnerabilities with courage and compassion, you transform them into sources of strength. This self-acceptance is a vital component of inner strength, allowing you to navigate life with authenticity and confidence. Reflect on how you can build and maintain your inner strength. What practices can you incorporate into your daily routine to reinforce this resilience? As we move forward, stay tuned for our next principle, restraining actions. We will explore how self-restraint and intentional decision-making can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling life. This next step is crucial in applying Stoic wisdom to everyday challenges. Principle 8. Restraining actions. Imagine you're at a lavish banquet, surrounded by tempting dishes, each one more appealing than the last. It's easy to overindulge, to lose sight of moderation and restraint. This scenario, though ancient, is very much applicable to our modern lives where temptations abound, not just in food, but in every aspect of our lives. Epictetus teaches us that true freedom comes from restraining our actions and making deliberate choices. Consider the story of the ancient Spartans, known for their discipline and restraint. Unlike their more indulgent counterparts, Spartans lived austere lives, focusing on their duties and physical fitness. Their ability to restrain their actions and desires made them formidable warriors and respected individuals. This principle of self-restraint can be incredibly powerful in our personal lives as well. Self-restraint involves understanding and managing our impulses. It's about recognizing when we're acting on impulse and choosing to pause and reflect instead. For instance, think about a time when you were about to send an angry email or text message in the heat of the moment. What if you had paused, taken a deep breath, and reconsidered your response? This practice of pausing can prevent many regrets and help maintain harmony in our relationships. Another aspect of restraining actions is delaying gratification. In our fast-paced world, we often seek immediate rewards and avoid discomfort. However, Stoicism teaches us the value of patience and perseverance. For example, instead of spending money impulsively, save and invest it for long-term benefits. This not only builds financial stability, but also strengthens your ability to control impulses. Mindfulness and intentional decision-making are key techniques for cultivating self-restraint. Mindfulness helps you stay present and aware, allowing you to recognize impulsive urges and choose more thoughtful responses. Try incorporating mindfulness practices like meditation or deep breathing into your daily routine. These practices enhance your self-awareness and help you act with intention rather than reaction. Think about your own life. Are there areas where you struggle with self-restraint? How might practicing restraint improve your well-being and relationships? Reflect on these questions and consider setting small, achievable goals to build your self-restraint muscle. Humor can also be a helpful tool in practicing restraint. Lightheartedly recognizing our own impulsive tendencies can make the process of change more enjoyable and less burdensome. For example, if you find yourself reaching for that extra piece of cake, you might humorously remind yourself of your goal to live a healthier life and step away with a smile. Restraint in communication is equally important. In moments of heated discussion or conflict, it's easy to let emotions take over and say things we might later regret. Practicing restraint in our words means considering the impact of our words before speaking. Are they constructive? Do they reflect our values? By speaking mindfully and with intention, we can build stronger, more respectful relationships. Reflect on how you can apply self-restraint in your daily life. Whether it's in your spending habits, your reactions to others, or your personal goals, practicing restraint can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling life. As we move forward, stay tuned for our next principle: acceptance. We will explore how embracing reality and focusing on proactive solutions can enhance your inner peace and effectiveness. This next step is crucial for living a balanced and resilient life. Principle 9. Acceptance. Picture a river flowing smoothly towards the sea, navigating around rocks and obstacles with ease. It doesn't resist or fight its path. It accepts the natural flow and moves forward. This principle of acceptance is at the heart of Stoicism. Acceptance is about embracing reality as it is, rather than how we wish it to be. Epictetus emphasized that our peace comes not from changing external events, but from accepting them. Consider the story of Helen Keller, who lost her sight and hearing at a young age. Despite these profound challenges, she accepted her circumstances and transformed them into opportunities for growth. She went on to become a renowned author and activist, demonstrating how acceptance can lead to incredible achievements and inner peace. Keller's story teaches us that acceptance is not about giving up, but about finding strength in adversity. When we resist reality, we waste energy and create unnecessary suffering. For example, if you lose your job, it's natural to feel upset and worried about the future. But by accepting the situation, you can focus on what you can do next, updating your resume, networking, or exploring new career opportunities. This proactive mindset enables you to navigate the challenge more effectively and reduces the emotional toll of the experience. One practical way to cultivate acceptance is through mindfulness and meditation. These practices help you stay present and aware, allowing you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. By regularly practicing mindfulness, you develop the ability to accept each moment as it comes, with all its imperfections and uncertainties. This acceptance creates a foundation of inner peace and resilience. Acceptance also involves letting go of perfectionism. Many of us strive for perfection in our careers, relationships, and personal achievements. However, this relentless pursuit can lead to stress and dissatisfaction. By accepting that perfection is unattainable, we can appreciate our efforts and progress. This doesn't mean lowering our standards, but recognizing that imperfections are part of the human experience. Embracing our flaws and setbacks with compassion allows us to live more fully and authentically. Gratitude is another powerful tool for cultivating acceptance. When we focus on what we have rather than what we lack, we shift our mindset from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude helps us see the good in our lives, even amidst challenges. By regularly practicing gratitude, we reinforce a positive outlook and strengthen our ability to accept and appreciate life as it is. Acceptance also extends to our relationships. We often have expectations of how others should behave, leading to frustration and disappointment when they don't meet these expectations. By accepting people as they are with all their strengths and weaknesses, we can build more harmonious and fulfilling relationships. This doesn't mean tolerating harmful behavior, but understanding that everyone has their own journey and challenges. Practicing empathy and compassion creates space for authentic connections and mutual growth. Reflect on how you can embrace acceptance in your own life. What aspects of your reality do you struggle to accept? How might accepting these realities free you to focus on proactive solutions? As we move forward, stay tuned for our final principle, living according to nature. We will explore how aligning with your true self and embracing simplicity can lead to a balanced and fulfilling life. This ultimate principle ties all the others together, guiding you toward a life of wisdom and tranquility. Principle 10. Living according to nature. Imagine a gardener who carefully tends to their plants, understanding that each one has unique needs and natural rhythms. By respecting these natural tendencies, the gardener ensures the plants thrive. This principle of living according to nature is central to Stoicism. It's about aligning with our true selves and the natural order of the world. Epictetus and other Stoic philosophers emphasized that living according to nature means recognizing our place in the world and acting in accordance with our rational and social nature. Living according to nature starts with self-awareness. It requires a deep understanding of who we are and what our true nature is. This involves introspection and reflection on our values, strengths, and purpose. By understanding our natural tendencies and inclinations, we can make choices that align with our true selves rather than conforming to societal expectations or external pressures. Consider the story of the ancient Greek philosopher Diogenes, who lived simply and rejected material excess to align more closely with nature. Diogenes' lifestyle might seem extreme, but his commitment to living according to his principles offers a powerful example of how embracing simplicity and focusing on what truly matters can lead to fulfillment. While we don't need to live in a barrel like Diogenes, we can adopt his mindset of prioritizing our core values and needs over superficial desires. Another aspect of living according to nature is recognizing and accepting the natural cycles of life. Just as the seasons change, our lives go through different phases: growth, stability, decline, and renewal. By accepting these cycles, we can navigate life's transitions with greater ease and grace. This acceptance involves understanding that setbacks and challenges are natural parts of life, not deviations from the norm. Cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance is essential to living according to nature. These virtues guide us in making ethical decisions and responding to life's challenges. Wisdom allows us to see things clearly and make informed choices. Courage gives us the strength to face adversity and take action. Justice ensures that we act fairly and honorably in our relationships. Temperance helps us maintain balance and self-control. By cultivating these virtues, we align our actions with our rational nature. Living according to nature also means embracing simplicity and focusing on what truly matters. In a world filled with distractions and materialistic pursuits, it's easy to lose sight of our true priorities. Stoicism encourages us to strip away the excess and focus on our core values and essential needs. This might involve simplifying our lifestyle, prioritizing meaningful relationships, and dedicating time to personal growth and self-care. By doing so, we create space for what truly brings us joy and fulfillment. Recognizing our connection to others is another key element. As social beings, we are naturally connected to those around us. Living according to nature means acknowledging our interdependence and contributing to the well-being of our community. This involves practicing empathy, compassion, and cooperation. When we help others and build positive relationships, we fulfill our social nature and create a more harmonious and supportive environment. Reflect on how you can align your life more closely with your true nature. What changes can you make to live more authentically and harmoniously? As we conclude our journey through these Stoic principles, remember that true power lies not in controlling the world around you, but in mastering your own mind and actions. Embrace the wisdom of Stoicism and let it guide you to a life of inner peace, resilience, and fulfillment. Thank you for being a part of our exploration into Stoicism. If you found this video helpful, be sure to check out one of the suggested videos on the screen. Stay strong, stay grounded, and continue your path to wisdom and well-being. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay connected and support our community. As we reach the end of our journey through the timeless wisdom of Epictetus and the principles of Stoicism, let's reflect on what we've learned and how it can transform our lives. Imagine you're an artist sculpting a masterpiece. Each principle we've discussed is like a chisel, helping you shape your character and resilience. By mastering these tools, you can create a life filled with inner peace, strength, and fulfillment. We began with the importance of having a firm purpose, just as a compass guides a ship through turbulent seas. We explored the art of emotional control, likening it to a captain steering their vessel through a storm with steady hands. We learned how to handle criticism gracefully, much like a blacksmith uses harsh blows to forge a strong piece of iron. Transforming offense into growth reminded us of Nelson Mandela's journey from imprisonment to reconciliation, showing that we can turn adversity into opportunity. Overcoming fear and shame brought to mind the courage of Viktor Frankl, who found meaning even in the darkest times. Anticipating obstacles, a strategy akin to a Roman general's meticulous planning, taught us the value of preparation. Building inner strength, like the deep roots of a tree in a storm, emphasized the importance of self-awareness and resilience. Practicing self-restraint, inspired by the disciplined Spartans, highlighted the power of intentional decision-making. Acceptance, a principle demonstrated by the serene flow of a river, taught us to embrace reality and focus on proactive solutions. Finally, living according to nature reminded us of the gardener who nurtures each plant according to its unique needs, encouraging us to align with our true selves and embrace simplicity. As you reflect on these principles, consider how they relate to your own life. What steps can you take to integrate them into your daily routine? How can you use them to navigate challenges and cultivate inner peace? Remember, the journey of self-improvement is ongoing, and each step you take brings you closer to a life of wisdom and tranquility. Before we part, I encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Which principle resonated with you the most? How do you plan to apply it in your life? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue to create content that inspires and empowers. Stay strong, stay grounded, and keep striving for a life of wisdom and well-being. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the teachings of Epictetus and the enduring philosophy of Stoicism. Until next time, remember, true power lies not in controlling the world around you, but in mastering your own mind and actions.